Hi. Okay. We are here on day one of the 7-day Get Unstuck challenge. If you did not watch the intro video before this one, I do recommend watching that because it kind of tees up what we're about to go through. But if you're also just too excited and you just can't wait to get started with day one, I get that. Okay, so you're here and let's get into it. You're here because you're likely feeling stuck or you're wanting to learn how to move forward with positive change. And today we're going to cover the absolutely essential first step to make this process work. And that is to have clarity around the ultimate outcome you want. That might sound really obvious, but then again, it might not. If you know exactly what you want for yourself and your future, you're halfway there. That's amazing. But especially if you're unsure of what you want to change or the ultimate outcome you're hoping for, this is where you're going to dig into what I'm going to call your main driving force. That's what's underneath all the layers of your hopes and dreams. It's the why behind what you desire. So you're going to need to ask yourself some deep questions and be willing to find some deep answers. And like I said, this first step is an essential foundation, so please be sure to give this adequate thought. I'm going to walk you through an example to help show you what I mean by this. Let's say you're here because you saw this challenge somewhere, thank you, free social media marketing, and you decided, you know what, yes, this sounds good because I've been wanting to lose 15 pounds and now is the time. Amazing. I love that for you. I love whatever it is that helped you get here. That thing is what we're going to call the outer layer desire. So if you're picturing a sphere, it has several layers. This is the layer that you can see on the outside. Okay, so losing 15 pounds in this example is the surface level. Now let's go a level deeper. Why do you want to lose 15 pounds? Why is that important to you? And your answer might be because losing weight will help me feel more energetic or more confident. Great. Okay, so that is our middle layer. But we want to get to the core of why this really matters to you, the deepest level that we can. So you might have to think about questions like, what would feeling more energetic or more confident give you? How would it benefit you? Would it benefit other people in your life? And you might find your answers to be that, I want to be more present for my kids and my grandkids. I want to be able to run around with them. Or I want to feel more confident so that I can feel better about putting myself out there and make more friends or be comfortable dating. And if you're really up for this challenge, and I hope that you are, you're going to go a level even deeper and relate that to a greater purpose. So maybe it's that you feel your purpose is to be a role model for your kids and your grandkids. Or maybe you feel it's your purpose to be a loving and caring partner, and that's why you want to feel good about being able to start dating, et cetera, et cetera. So hopefully you can see how this works when you fill in the blank for yourself. You may have come here to this video thinking that you want to do X, whatever that is. And that's amazing. And the thing is, the system will help you do that thing. But what will make that thing more attainable and sustainable, which is keyword here, sustainable, is if you understand the core of it and allow that to drive your behavior instead of just checking off the boxes of things you think you should be doing or like tasks that you need to do in that moment, reactions in a moment, things like that. You feel me? I hope that makes sense. Because now it's your turn to fill in the blank. And what I want you to do once you have clarified your main driving force, the core of why you want to make a shift in your life, I want you to express whatever that is outside of yourself. What I mean by that is hearing yourself say it outside of just inside your head. So that's your challenge for today. You can do this in several ways. You can talk to a friend about it and have them reflect back what you've shared. You can write it down in a journal and reread it out loud. You can do a video diary and watch it back. The important part of this exercise is to hear yourself saying the things outside of your own head, like I said, because sometimes hearing things this way just hits different. And that's what we want to get at here. Bonus points if you are willing to share with a friend who you think can provide the support and accountability that we were talking about earlier, because then that hits all three legs of that sturdy stool of change. And let me just point something out really quickly. We're almost done with day one, but this is an important point. If you're feeling a little bit shaky about telling someone about this thing that you want to do, like maybe you heard me say, tell a friend, and you got a little nervous and you were like, oh my God, I can't tell anybody. Because maybe what's going through your head is like, well, what if I tell someone and then I don't do that thing? First of all, I know that feeling. It's totally normal. And I'm sure you are not the only one thinking it. But what I want to point out is that having that thought alone means that you're already preparing yourself for it not to work. You're already thinking of how it won't go your way. And I really want you to let that sink in for a second, because that's kind of a big point. What if this time, when you go to make a shift in your life and you want it to stick, what if you mentally prepared yourself for it to work instead of already upfront saying, well, I'm not going to tell a friend because what if it doesn't work, right? Put yourself in the mindset that it will, because you can do this. And we'll get more into the belief system in a couple days, but let's start off strong and just believe in yourself. How about it? And reminder, if you don't have a friend that you feel comfortable sharing this with, or that you feel like could really hold you accountable, because, they're friends. They're meant to be your friend, not your coach. Reminder that I am here to be your coach. I would love to help provide that support and accountability if you feel like you need it. So just remember that that's, always something on the table. But for now, let's focus on this challenge, starting off really deep. Let's get to that clarity. I hope you're feeling it and letting that excitement build. And I will see you tomorrow for day 2.